Fortunate soul. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a super exciting video. I am dressed up to the max, and that's because I got to do another collaboration with another beautiful YouTuber. Her name is Lauren Marie, and she's just fantastic. I absolutely love this girl. I fell in love with her as soon as I saw her first video on her channel. She's got such a real attitude. She's got the sassiness. She's really awesome, and I just love, she's just so real. And I absolutely love that. I can't handle the fake, and I absolutely love the realism of her. So go check out her look based on Cruella de Vil, which as I'm videoing this, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just as excited as you guys. I know it's going to be amazing. I cannot wait. My look right here is based on Ursula out of The Little Mermaid. The idea that I had behind this collab was I knew there was a lot of Halloween tutorials on sort of Disney villains, but I could never really find like just a wearable, okay, this would be a Saturday night wearable look that's based on a villain. So like what that villain would look like if she was actually a real person. So that's sort of my basis for this, and this is the look that I have created. And if you want to see how I created it, then just carry on watching. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to place my eyeshadow primer underneath my eye. If you'd seen a couple of my other latest videos, you would have seen me do this as well. If you haven't, this is just really good for reducing creasing under the eye. For some reason my foundation fades a lot underneath my eyes, so that helps to prevent that. And for this look I'm going to be using the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation. This one is in soft beige. And I really like this one because it gives such a full coverage and really matte. Seriously, I am so sorry for the lighting. Like, oh, I'm in winter at the moment, and so like sunlight is like, oh, I'm wanted. Sunlight is really hard to come by, so filming in winter proved to be quite difficult. Right, so once I've spread that around, I'm just going to buff it in my skin. Right, so I'm just going to highlight a little bit, just sort of underneath sort of my eye area, just to brighten it up a little bit. And I'm going to be using the Match Perfection by Rimmel, the 2-in-1 concealer and highlighter. This one is an ivory. So I'm just going to use this to brighten up a little bit. I'm actually not going to apply any highlighting powders at all, just because we're going to have so much going on in the eyes and the lips, so we really don't need to be going full on anywhere else really. And I'm just going to powder and set that all in place with my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. If you can't tell already, I really like Rimmel products. And I am going to lightly contour my cheekbones, just ever so slightly, not really anything too crazy. And I'm just going to be using my Bourjois chocolate bronzer. I'm using this one because it's quite a light colour, so perfect for it. Perfect for when you're just wanting a real light contour. And I might just do it a little bit down the sides of my nose. And then for my blush, again, I'm wanting to keep this really, really understated. So I'm going to be using my Jordana blush powder in Tawny Beige. Now the reason I'm using this one is because it's kind of like a pinky skin tone colour. It only creates a real sort of subtle change in my skin sort of colour, so that's why I really like it. And this one's always perfect for makeup looks when I'm not really wanting my cheeks to stand out so much because I've got so much sort of going on the rest of my face. There's so much hairspray in my hair right now. Whew. Again, in other videos I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio, and I'm actually just using the gel in this because the two powders for me are just quite dark and a bit shimmery and funny colours. So I'm going to be using the gel out of the BH Cosmetics Trio, and then I'm also going to be using my powder out of my e.l.f. eyebrow kit. These are both in medium. And to set that in place, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Wet Gloss Lash and Brow Clear Eyebrow Mascara. Oh god, it's got such a long name. Now for the eyes, of course I'm going to use my eyeshadow base again. Because this is such a dark eyeshadow, you're really better off doing your eyeshadow first and then your foundation, you know, last. But I really don't enjoy that technique. There's just something about it that just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. I much prefer to have my whole face done and then I kind of get the gist of what I'm doing with my eyes. I don't know. I just find it a lot easier. So I'm just going to be very, very careful and using a tissue as well just to try and mask the fallout. I've got to say, like, I'm loving these sharp pointy nails, but they make life a little bit awkward. Like, I don't know how many times I've stabbed myself with them and like accidentally scratched myself. Maybe I'm just a gump. Okay, so for this eyeshadow look, I'm going to be using the Sleek palette, and this one is in Bad Girl. And the two colours that I'm going to be predominantly using are these two blue colours here. They are called, the first blue one's called Obnoxious and the second blue one is called Abyss. So with the first one, Obnoxious, I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush and I'm just going to put that in my crease. These are super highly pigmented. Like, I barely touched that. And with the edge of it, I'm also going to take that just under my eye as well. The one underneath my eyes, I'm going to just bring that down quite far because I want to create that sort of smoked out sort of look. And a blending brush and just blend the very edges of that out. Right, so with the colour Obnoxious, which is even darker still, I'm going to be placing that on the eyelid. Now I'm just going to try and blend that colour out. The good thing about these eyeshadows is they blend so well. A bit of colour falling out. I'll go underneath with some concealer after anyway. So I'm going to take that same colour Obnoxious with a really, really skinny brush and run that underneath my eye. Really close to the lash line. So now I'm going to take a highlighting colour and I'm just going to use the champagne kind of colours out of the palette also. And this is called Gullible. And I'm going to put that on my brow bone. And a little bit in my tear duct as well. So now I'm using my Wet n Wild Mega Last. Now I'm going to take some liquid eyeliner. This one is Jordana Semi-Permanent Liquid Eyeliner in Endless Black. Right, so while I'm letting that dry, I'm going to just apply a little bit more concealer underneath my eyes just to tidy up any fallout. So now for my eyelashes, I've got a little bit of these cut. So I've got the ends that are cut off on the ends of these ones and I'm going to stick them underneath my eye there. It's going to be pretty dramatic, but it should have quite a cool effect. Because looking at the photos of Ursula, she's actually got, the way they've drawn her, is she's got these huge lashes just on the corners of her eyes, which is a bit weird, but you know, we'll work with that. I feel quite punky. I feel like I've got a bad attitude already. While I'm waiting for my eyelash glue to dry a little bit, I don't have a red lip liner, so I'm just going to line my lips with this nude colour, and just so I've got a bit of a border and it's not going to feather because it's quite a bright red. And now with the eyelashes. And then the eyelashes that I'm going to be using on top of my eyes are these ones here. And these are the Cara eyelashes in number 15. The bottom ones that I'm using the little quarter bits of are the Cara eyelashes in S1. Ursula also has a beauty mark, so I'm going to be adding that in. Oh yeah. Okay, so I just whipped on my eyelashes and the last thing that I have got to do is apply my lippy. So I'm going to be using the Australia's Velo Lips in NYC. And there it is, there's the completed look. Don't know if you'd wear this on a daily basis, you could wear it out. You'd probably want to match it with maybe a nude lip. The red is a little bit intense. This was super fun to create. Don't forget to go over and check out Lauren's video as well. She's an amazing girl, she's super sweet, she's so real and down to earth. Just head over there and subscribe to her because seriously you won't regret it. If you like my kind of attitude, you're gonna love her. And anyway, again, thank you for watching this video and you'll be seeing my face in the next one. Okay, so it's ended up being some serious cat eyes. Oh lord. Kylie Jenner, I am absolutely obsessed with her right now and so is a lot of other people.